Hello students, welcome to my channel. So students, in the last video lecture we have seen about the Schmidt rearrangement reaction. That was also the name reaction, right? So in today's video lecture we will see a new name reaction that is known as the Michael addition reaction. This Michael addition reaction, this is also one of the important name reaction, okay, which give rise to the formation of a adduct. Okay, it may be the product, may be the 1,4 addition, or it will be the 1,2 addition. Okay, so now let us see the Michael addition in detail, in which we will deal about the reaction of it as well as the mechanism of it. Now let us start with this reaction, students. So this Michael addition reaction, students, basically this Michael addition reaction, it is a conjugate addition of enolate ion to alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. Okay, it is basically what? It is basically conjugate addition of what? Enolate ion to a alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound in the presence of a base. Okay, here we have to choose one base, because this complete reaction, it is taking place in the presence of what? Base, right? In the presence of a base to form Michael adduct. What we will form? We will form the Michael adduct. This adduct, that is the addition, this adduct, the product of this addition is known as this adduct, and this may be the 1,4 or it may be the 1,2, right? I am writing here 1,4 addition product or 1,2 addition product. Now we will see that what is 1,2 addition and why I am saying 1,4 addition. Everything, students, we will see in detail, right? Along with its mechanism. 1,2 addition product. The only thing here I am writing just to make you understand that what actually this Michael addition reaction all about. That basically it is a conjugate addition of an enolate ion to the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound in the presence of a base to form the Michael adduct. Okay, so basically if we talk about the reaction of it, okay, so what we have to choose? We have to take one Michael donor which can donate the electron, okay, plus it will react with the Michael acceptor, okay, to give what? That is a Michael adduct, and that adduct may be 1,4 addition product or it may be the 1,2 addition product. Okay, now what we will choose? This is Michael donor, so we will choose the compounds containing active methylene group. So students, what we have to choose for this Michael donor? We have to choose those compounds that contain the active methylene group. Okay, here I am writing compounds containing the active methylene group. For example, already you have seen the example of the compound that is containing the active methylene group, that is the malonic ester. Okay, that malonic ester, the formula is the CH2 C2H5 C2H5. Okay, this is what? This is the malonic ester. Okay, and this is the active methylene group, this one. So we will choose this malonic ester in place of what? Michael donor, because Michael donor we have to choose those compound which contain this active methylene group. Now coming to this Michael acceptor. This Michael acceptor will be what? We will choose this alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. Alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds. So this will be what? This will be the Michael acceptor. And when this Michael donor and this Michael acceptor react together, it gives rise to the product that we known as what? Michael adduct. Because this is the addition reaction, students, so that's why we are writing the adduct. And that may be the 1,4 addition adduct or the 1,2 addition product or the adduct. Clear? Hope you have understood this. What is this reaction all about? Now we will see the mechanism of it, right? So, while writing the mechanism of it, we are using the base, okay? And we are using what? We are using the malonic ester. Now you are getting some hint already in the previous video lecture. We did this type of reaction. Okay, if you see my previous video lectures, students, you will get this type of reaction, that how this malonic ester is reacting with the base to form the nucleophile, okay, or the carbanion. So in the same time, we will, in the first step of the mechanism, we will form the nucleophile, right? Now let us see how it has been forming. If you have not seen that lecture video, students, do see my lecture video, previous one, so that you will come to know what actually how the base is reacting with this malonic ester. Okay. Now here you will just see it once again. In the step 1 of the reaction, step 1 says formation of nucleophile. Now this nucleophile has to be formed in the first step of the reaction, right? Now here we have taken what? We have taken the malonic ester, right? COOC2H5. This is the structure of what? This is the structure of malonic ester. And why we have taken malonic ester? Because this malonic ester contains the active methylene group, and this will act as a Michael donor. Okay. Now, from this malonic ester, we will derive the nucleophile. We will make nucleophile from this malonic ester. In the presence of a base, we have to take the base as well. So, what base we can choose? We can choose C2H5ONA, that is sodium ethoxide. Okay, we are using here sodium ethoxide. Now you know it is a minus, it is a plus, right? So here what we will use, in total this is the C2H5ONA, that is the base what we are using. Here we will use only the C2H5O negative. Okay. Now this base, what will be the role of this base? This base will abstract the one of the hydrogen from this active methylene group. One hydrogen will be out and it will join this C2H5O minus to form what? Ethanol. Now here what we will write here? CH, COOC2H5, COOC2H5. Here we will give what? Minus. Okay. Plus C2H5OH, right? Because this hydrogen, what proton that has been moved out, that is H plus, it is going with this C2H5O minus to form what? C2H5OH. And one hydrogen has been abstracted from this active methylene group, so that is why we are writing CH, COOC2H5, COOC2H5, and minus charge is there on this carbon atom. So students, here we have formed what? This is the nucleophile, right? So in the first step what we did, step 1, that is the formation of the nucleophile. So here we have made the nucleophile from the malonic ester using the base, right? Now in the next step, step number 2. In this step number 2, what will happen? This nucleophile will react with what? With the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, right? That is the thing we have seen, that the Michael acceptor. That is what Michael acceptor means. That is those compound that are having the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds. So here we will write here CH minus COOC2H5. Here we will have COOC2H5 plus we can take any alpha beta unsaturated compound. So I am taking here CH2 double bond CH CR. This is what there is unsaturation. Okay. Now this is the carbonyl functional group, C double bond O. This is the alpha carbon, this is the beta carbon, where you can write alpha, here you can write beta. So there is an unsaturation between the alpha and the beta carbon, right? And there is a carbonyl functional group also. So that is why we are writing here alpha beta unsaturated compound. Unsaturated compound. Okay, now how they will react? Just see here. See this negative charge ion, okay, or you can say this nucleophile, this negative will go and attack on this carbon. Okay, this will go and attack on this carbon. When this negative charge is attacking on this carbon, what will happen? As a result of it, this bond will break on this, what? Where it will break? It will break on, it will move towards here. Okay, and it is moving here, this bond will move up. Right? This negative charge has attacked on this carbon atom. As a result of it, this bond shifted to this. Okay, and this carbon is the next adjacent carbon, you can say. And this bond, the carbonyl bond, that is a C double bond O, this bond will break on this oxygen. And when it is breaking means here it will be negative charge. Right? Now here you don't have to write the positive. Why? Because already this double bond has gone and shifted to this side. So there will be no positive charge on this carbon, only the negative charge will come over here. Right? So here we can write, we have to join this with this. So I can write like this, CH, this side I will write COOC2H5. Here I will write COOC2H5. Right? COOC2H5. Right? I will join with CH2, single bond CH, double bond C, O minus, and here it is R. Correct? This is how we have joined this with this. Now students, here you are seeing the system. See, it is a type of what? We can make one resonating structure for this. If you want, you can make one resonating structure. And the resonating structure I can make over here, double-headed arrow. How I can make the resonating structure? I will just keep this down, right? And shift this to this side, on this carbon. And here I will write CH. Here it will be COOC2H5. Here it will be COOC2H5. Right? Here I will write what? CH2. Here it will be CH. Here we have a negative. Why? Because this bond has been broken with this carbon. So we are writing negative. Then this C double bond O, and here it is R. Now this is what? This is the resonating structure. Right? We can have one resonating structure of it. Now now we are coming to the last step of the reaction, students. In the last step of this reaction, and this, this particular, the intermediate that has been formed, this is known as what? This is known as enolate ion. Okay, this is known as enolate ion. Why? Already we have seen the enolate ion reaction, students, but again I am just making you to remember why it is said to be the enolate ion. Because whenever you see the structure like this, where the oxygen is having a negative charge and adjacent carbon is having the double bond. Okay, so this makes the enolate ion. And enol also. Enol means what? En means double bond and ol means alcohol. Means double bond and then the alcoholic group. This OH group, hydroxyl group. That is enol. So from this, H is not there. We have removed the H and we have given the minus sign over here. So this is the enolate ion. Correct? Now, in the last step, what we will do? In the last step, we will do the protonation. We will do the protonation of this enolate ion, not this resonating structure. We are doing the protonation of this enolate ion. And when we are doing this protonation of this enolate ion, because this is the resonating structure, right? So we will take this enolate ion and we will do the protonation of it. Where this H plus will go? It will go and attack on this oxygen. So ultimately what you will get here CH, here it will be COOC2H5, here it will be COOC2H5, right? Then here it will be what? CH2, CH, double bond, C, here it will be OH and here it will be R, right? Now here you will say that this particular is the 1,4 addition product. This is what? 1,4 addition product. 1,4 addition product, right? Now the question arises, you might be thinking that why I have written here 1,4 addition product. So I am telling you, see, you just see this structure, this one, the reaction of this CH2, this CH and this entire COOC2H5 and COOC2H5 has been attached to this, right, to this carbon, that is CH2. Now here you are seeing that this is CH2 where I have already attached this group. So I will take, we have to consider this as the first carbon, this is the second carbon and this is the third carbon. Okay. Now on the first carbon we have added this COOC2H5, right? With the first carbon it is directly linked, and here we have the fourth, means 1, 2, 3, and this is fourth, this is the oxygen where we have done the protonation. That's why the addition has been done on the fourth and at the first with this and this fourth one with the hydrogen or the proton, you can say. So that is why it is said to be what? 1,4 addition product. If we are doing the tautomerism, okay, if we are doing tautomerism, we will get what? We will get the 1,2 product also. And the most favorable product is the 1,2. Now, if you are doing because tautomerism, if you are getting any product out from the tautomerism, it is more stable, right? It is more stable. That's why that is the more preferential product, 1,2 addition product. Now, how we will make the structure by this? Suppose this tautomerism. Tautomerism simple. I will tell you. You write like this: OH, right? Already OH was there. OH, right? What we will do? We will shift this bond to this side, this bond to this side, and this hydrogen containing bond to this carbon. Just exchange it. Bond to this between C and O, and this hydrogen will come and join this carbon number 2. Now when this happens, what will happen? You will get CH, CH2, CH2, C, double bond O, R, and here we have, that is the COOC2H5, and here we have COOC2H5. So this is what? This is 1,2 addition product. Addition product. Now again, you have understood this, why we are saying 1,2 to this first carbon. Already this group is there, CH and this COOC2H5, COOC2H5. This is the one. And on the second carbon, this is the first carbon and this is the second carbon. To this second carbon, hydrogen came. This hydrogen came on this second carbon, right? This second carbon contains this hydrogen. So that is why it is said to be the 1,2 addition product. And as I told you, when the product you are getting out of the tautomerism means that will be most favored, that is the stable product. So that is why we get two products, that is 1,4 addition product as well as 1,2 addition product. But out of the two products, this will be the most preferable product because of the stability it has due to the tautomerism, right? So this is the most preferred product, 1,2 addition product, though this product is also been formed. And when you are forming this, you have to do the tautomerism. When this molecule tautomerizes, it will give you 1,2 addition product. So this is all about the mechanism of the Michael addition reaction, students. So hope you have understood this. This is a simple one, and I hope I have made it simple for you to understand the concepts. that how it has been made, how you are coming with the 1,4 addition product, how you are coming for the 1,2 addition product, why we are saying 1,4 addition and why we are saying here 1,2 addition. So everything I have explained and I hope you have understood as well. So in the next video lecture I will come with some other topic. Okay, so till then you just go through all the reaction mechanism, all my previous video lectures. Okay, so till then thank you very much, and in the next video lecture I will come with a new topic. Thank you.